Power to the people of Kisumu, more power. More power. Down police brutality, down. Down. Abash police brutality, abash. Abash. Asante sana.
Tension is rapidly building across the country as the clock ticks towards June 25th, the day set aside for a massive nationwide protest in memory of the over 60 young people killed during the deadly 2024 Gen Z protest. The momentum for this protest is gaining force with every passing day, and now Kisumu has joined the list of counties preparing to hit the streets.
I'm a community organizer kutoka Kisumu. Siku hii leo tumeweza kujumuika hapa kama vijana pamoja na Wakenya wengine ambao wanatoka pande hizi za Kisumu. Tumekuja hapa kwa minajili ya kuweza kuongelelea maandamano ambayo tulikuwa tunapanga siku ya tarehe 25 June. Tumekuja hapa hivi kama vijana kuweza kukondemn the recent happenings zenye zimekuwa zikihappen kwa country yetu.
Youths from Kisumu, a region with a long and volatile history of political protest, have vowed to come out in full force, standing in solidarity with the rest of the country. The message is loud and clear. They will not allow the death of their peers to fade into silence or be buried under hollow promises. Their goal is not just remembrance, it is justice, accountability and compensation for the families left behind.
Aweze kutujoin kwa maandamano yetu ya Wednesday. Tunataka kustress kabisa siku ya leo that maandamano yetu ya Wednesday ni peaceful maandamano. We only tutakuja kwa street kuweza kudemand accountability na kuweza kudemand reparation kwa zile familia na victims na survivors wa police brutality. We call on the public kuweza kutujoin siku hiyo ya Wednesday. Na tunaomba polisi pia waweze kuja kujumuika na sisi watupatie security.
The pressure is piling on President William Ruto's administration. What was initially dismissed as isolated outrage has morphed into a nationwide movement. From Nairobi to Mombasa, Nakuru to Kisii, Eldoret to Kisumu, the message remains the same: justice for the slain, or the protests will not stop. Sources indicate panic within the corridors of power. State House is reportedly on edge. The security agencies have been placed on high alert. Behind closed doors, emergency meetings have been held with top intelligence officers, police commanders, and other security stakeholders. The goal: to find a way to contain the protests without further provoking the already charged public mood. The situation is further complicated by the fact that these protests are not being spearheaded by any traditional political outfit. There is no single leader to arrest, nor no opposition party to blame. Instead, this is a decentralized wave driven by Gen Z and young Kenyans who have grown tired of waiting for promises to be fulfilled. They are digitally connected, tactically agile, and emotionally fueled by the painful memories of their friends who never made it out of last year's protests alive. Adding salt to the wound is the fact that President William Ruto and opposition leader Raila Odinga recently signed a memorandum of understanding aimed at promoting a peace and cooperation. But for many young people, that deal rings hollow. They see it as a political handshake between elites done without consulting or compensating the very citizen who paid the ultimate price for daring to speak out against a government they believe was failing them. The push for compensation is becoming a rallying call. Youths from different counties are now coordinating online and offline, demanding that the government acknowledges and takes full responsibility for the lives lost during last year's chaos. Photos of the deceased, their names and ages are being shared widely as a reminder that these were not criminals or faceless statistics. They were sons, daughters, students, workers, and dreamers.
As the people of Kenya go to bed tonight, I give you my assurance that your security, that of your families and property, remains my utmost priority.
Ruto's administration finds itself in an impossible position. Any attempt to suppress the June 25th protest could backfire spectacularly, reigniting the same outrage that led to last year's bloodshed. Yet, allowing it to proceed unchecked risks exposing just how fractured and disillusioned the country has become under his leadership. In Kisumu, preparations are already underway. Community mobilizers are reaching out to families, friends, and neighbors to ensure maximum turnout. The city, known known for its political defiance, is preparing for what many describe as a final push to hold those in power accountable. As the day approaches, the entire nation is bracing for impact. What started as a simple day of remembrance now threatens to become a day of reckoning. And with Kisumu stepping into the ring, Ruto's worst fears are quickly becoming reality. This moment is bigger than politics. It is personal, it is painful, and it is far from over.
Here as human rights activists to call out all citizens to turn out in large numbers on 25th to come and exercise their right, which is protected and enshrined in Article 37 of our Kenyan Constitution. We know very well that the state or the government is as a result of a social contract between the people and the government. And under Article 1, we have got the power of taking back that power if in case that regime or that government becomes rogue. So we are deciding today that we are going to call upon all Kenyans, and especially young people, to turn out in large numbers and occupy streets and pass a message to the government that you are not happy in the manner in which they are killing citizens. We are not happy in the manner in which